In this video,
wet and damp. So into there. Why is that one stuck? Let's plug it in. Oh yeah. Happy weekend, tool fanatics. There was a tool drop at Lidl, Parkside range, on the 13th of March. But I picked up a load of tools on the 2nd of March, I think it was. I showed you some of them. There's still a few more I want to show you. Let's get on with it in this video. Hello, sheddies, and you join me again in my shed. First, I've got to show you this. I was driving down the A50 last week in between sort of Derby and Stoke, the roundabout where McDonald's is on. A lot of you may know it. And have a look what I saw. Now, I've heard about this and seen it on the TV before, and it's called murmurations of starlings. It's like a dance they do. I don't know, I haven't studied it properly. A lot of you may be able to fill me in on the blanks or whatever you may know. But it's where a load of starlings congregate and do this sort of ballet and dance. I thought it was amazing to see. The car was covered in bird afterwards though, but but yeah, it was a sight to behold. First item, the crimping tool set. And apologies for taking so long to bring this video out. I've just wanted to get that cordless bandsaw video out, and I've just had other things going on. But anyway, let's get on with this. The thing is, at the moment, there's so much coming out from Parkside, I can't keep up. For easy crimping of wire end ferrules, as per DIN 46228. 1,801 pieces. That must be the one. With square crimping for maximum surface contact, ferrules are 0.5mm, 0.75mm, 1mm, 1.5mm, 2.5mm, 4, 6 and 10. For cable diameters of 0.25mm to 10mm. Warning, danger of swallowing, so don't put them in your mouth. And here we go. There's the tool itself. Rubber on the handle. Yeah, green plastic and the black rubber bit there. Nice little ratchet. Sprung loaded. And it closes in, if you can see in there, it closes in from each side. Little bit of movement, I don't think that's going to be an issue. First impressions, seems quite robust. Right, let's have a look at the instructions. So here's all the sizes, shows the quantities. It shows on here to make sure that the strands are twisted and they're not frayed. Make sure it's at 90 degrees. See, the metal of the cable will go in the metal part of the ferrule. That'll be clamped in. And it's got a protective cover for the end of the cable outer. Don't think there's much else I need to know in there. Well, we'll soon find out. Right, let's get some wire. Okay, so I've got a bit of 2-core here. I've obviously snipped it off something when it came to the end of its life. Stuck it in my cable drawer. These are really old wire strippers from Parkside. I must have had these 6 years or so. Sorry, it's 3-core. That will do. In fact, we only need to show one. We don't need to do all 3. Right, let's get a ferrule. Stick him on. Let's clamp it. So into there. Like that. Click. There we go, look. So the copper wire's gone straight to the end of the ferrule, clamped in. Is that tight? Oh yeah. Nice. Happy with that? Just the job. So that was the crimping tool set. Next. Oh, and it was £12.99. A 6-socket extension lead with a switch. Now this was only £5.99, and there were some other ones as well that had a longer cable but less sockets. This one's got 1.5 meters of cable in black, obviously. And I was thinking of using this when I put my new workbench down the other end of the shed. Just put it in the front end of some of the workbenches, just so I can put different devices in. And obviously when I want to turn them all off at the end of the day, I can just flip the switch. Not bad, £5.99. 6 sockets with increased electric shock protection thanks to shutter mechanisms. Illuminated on-off switch, cable length 1.5, maximum load 2,990 watts. Not a massive amount to say about them. The plastic is okay that they've used. A little hanger on top if you want to hang it on a wall and put all your plugs going in on vertical. Or 2 little keyhole hangers at the back to fix it onto a wall or whatever. Plug it in. On, illuminated. So I'm thinking I may put it on the front of a portable workbench, but the cable isn't that long actually. I might put a separate plug in for that. I don't know. We'll get to that when I do the upgrade on the workshop. 6 socket extension lead, $5.99. Next, moisture meter. Now I can't remember if this was $9.99, $11.99. I think it was $9.99. 3-year warranty for measuring moisture in walls, cladding, building materials or firewood. Range from 0 to 44%. Temperature in display, centigrade and Fahrenheit. Batteries included. It takes 3 AAA batteries. With a protective cap for measuring pins. Extra small and handy. Measuring pins are very sharp. It is dinky, isn't it? I've seen larger ones of these. I remember when these were really expensive. That is dinky, isn't it? Look at the size of that. What else do we get? A massive manual. And a couple of batteries. As usual, Tronic batteries. Protective cover on the screen. How does that come off? There we go. Oh yeah. Sharp. Even warning sign to say they're sharp. Clips onto there. Rubber down the sides. Both sides with the grip. Looks like push back there. 2. And, oh, it's on already. How do you turn it off then? There we go, that's off. Keep your finger on the button there and on. Must say, this cap on the top is quite tight. So I've had a quick play around with it and it's got different settings. So you can see at the top the percentage of moisture that's in the material. That's the temperature. Now you can either set that from, is it Celsius at the minute or centigrade? You can keep your finger on that button there and it'll put it into Fahrenheit. Top button, put it back to Celsius. You see on the right there's a tiny little number. It goes from 1 to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And put it back to 1. That represents whatever material you're testing. So here's the chart. So we can see here, 1 represents birch, beech, cherry, larch, spruce, walnuts. Number 1 is also oak, pine, maple, ash, Douglas fir. Number 2 is cement, screed. Leave it over 60 seconds, the screen goes off to save the battery. The main reason I want it is when I put my log burner in the shed, you know, for testing firewood. Here's some examples here. If it's 6 to 15%, ideal for heating, high heating value. 16 to 20% moisture is restricted heating, low heating value. 21 to 44 is not suitable, further drying necessary. So I've got a bit of wood here that's been in this shed for forever. So it's not been in the rain at all. Let's turn it on. 0%. Now if I just put it on the surface, it goes to 7.2. That's just the surface moisture. But if I dig it in, we're going down to up to 11.1. We've got this piece of wood that was outside the shed actually. It's dried out quite a bit now because it's not rained on it for a bit, but this side is fairly dry. It's probably still got some moisture in there. So if I just put it on this side here, just touching the surface, 14.2%. And if I dig it in, 17-ish percent. Now on this side, if you can see there, it's quite wet or damp. Put it on the surface, there we go, 21.2, 20, or just over 20%. Dig it in. Yeah, 28.1. So it'll obviously need a bit more drying out. Same here as well. You can see the difference between dry and wet. Dig that in. 35%. So not a bad bit of kit. Also, if you press them two together, so if you're going down like that, you can't really read it that well. So if you press them two together, flips the screen, which I think is quite a neat little idea. You can take the reading if you're going down like that. Flip it back again. But yeah, quite like that. Obviously for testing dampness in the house, you've got damp coming in. Just think that clip is a little bit too stiff. Next, if you're new here, subscribe. I've got loads more videos on my channel, loads more to come, and ring the bell, then you won't miss any new videos that come out. LED moisture-proof light. Now, I've had this a few weeks, not opened it yet, and it's obviously not Parkside, it's Lavano. 4000K, neutral white light bulb included. Can't really see much, so let's just bring the camera out a little bit. There we go. What does it say on the back here? Ideal for storeroom, cellar, or garage. IP protected from water jets, IP65. Glare-free, uniform illumination with a neutral white light. Long life and energy-saving LED bulb. G13 T8 LED tube. 128.5 centimeters by 6.6 centimeters by 6.3 centimeters. 80 watt, suitable for ceiling and wall mounted. No ballast required. Temperature 45 degrees centigrade. Let's open it up. What we got in here? I'm bound to pick the wrong end, aren't I, to open? Some fixings by the looks of it. So a couple of, I've used similar brackets to these with some LED lights I've already got in the shed. Some raw plugs and some screws. 4 of each. These clips. Don't look bad, actually. Plastic on the back. Transparent cover on the front there with the the ribbon in there. I think that gives it more reflection. Little clips all the way down. There must be a rubber seal on this. Got a nice gland at the end there to wire in. Must be like a rubber, do I take a rubber grommet in there? The rubber seal of sorts in there. It shows how the tube locks in. I think it's just like a fluorescent tube. The twist. Brackets just clip in on the top. How do these open then? They're good, aren't they? Quick release. Just click them from the bottom. Easy enough. Always the last one in it. Why is that one stuck? Would you Adam and Eve it? Just doesn't want to release. Like a tab. That last one, oh, they've all got... God, blimey. So that last one has got a tab there. There's obviously a reason for that. Yeah, the other end's got one as well. Is it because them... Oh, of course it is. I'm not thinking, am I? Of course. Not thinking. Not thinking. Right. Less haste, Rob. Put that one back in because it's a hinge. Of course it is. But the other ones haven't got tabs. So it's just the end two are like tabs. Anyway. To remove them, it's just like a normal fluorescent tube. You just twist, and pops out. Put it back in and locks in place. Sorry about that if you were screaming at the screen about that hinge. Sometimes when you're looking at something and filming, it isn't that obvious. I'll just take this tube out. There is a chop block. I wonder what we could use for the end of cable to go into that chop block. The crimping tool! Right. Now, for the time being, I'm just going to use that cable I've got because I want to fix this above. But I'm going to put a proper switch in and everything else. I just want to try it out. What have we done with that cable? You had it a little while ago. So this is just a test. I'm not an electrician. Do your own homework first. Nice little box for this crimping tool, isn't it? And it's stackable. If you get any other tools that are similar to this, boxes like this, you can stack them on top. Obviously these plastic hinges that are just going to break eventually and the tabs on the front, but nicely separated. Put him over there on the brown. There we go. The bonus for using these ferrules is that you're not, even though you might twist wires like this together, there's still a chance that they're not going to grip them all. Well, if you put it in there and then put it in a chop block, at least you know it's going to grip it. I'm not an electrician, so don't do as I do. Do what's right for you. Either way, these are good as well, these Wago connectors. I've used these many times before. Instead of using a Screwfix chop block, connecting 2 cables, this is 3 connection one actually, but shove that one into there. If we were connecting these 2 together, shove that one into there, lock it in place, and then the next one. Like that. And it's locked together. But we're not using these. We're using this chop block in here. For now, I'm just going to snip the earth off. Just want to see how bright it is for now. Stick the tube back in. Yeah, you can see the rubber seal all the way around the outside, look. Gives it the IP65. It's plastic, but it seems to work. Gives it good clamping force. You know what I forgot to do? I should have put the gland cover on the cable first, should I? Never mind, we're just trying it out. Right, plug it in. Oh yeah, that's not bad, is it? Turn this off a minute. So turn that off. At the minute, I've got 2 bulbs, one that side, one that side. Not much light on here. Let's do it with this above. So I'm going to put it above now and turn it on. Well, that makes a difference. Perfect. I'll show you where I'm going to put it. So there's my tool wall. And then above, it's going to go up there somewhere, probably behind that projector screen somehow. I'm taking that projector screen out anyway, but yeah, just below my Weekend Shedhead sign, I think somewhere up there. Do I have it? There. That's where the mount is for my camera, by the way. I'll have a think about it. I was a bit concerned it might not be very bright, but I mean, it's not the brightest, of course, but it'll do me. For £11.99, it's not that bad at all, I don't think. These are the clips. And they clip in like that. Both sides. Look, that's neat, isn't it? So you have to get them in the right position, of course. So they line up with these runners, one either side, and then they lock in. Next, I got these brushes. This is a radiator brush, actually. Look at the length on it. It's probably about 3.5 foot long. Getting around the back of radiators to clean them out. Well, I was thinking, we've already got one, actually, but I was thinking of using it around the workshop, cleaning out pipes, cleaning out tubes, whatever, really, because it can get in a really tight spot, as you can see there. That was £1.99. That was £1.99, or 2 for £3. And they've got a good selection of brushes. Real rubber handle there, look. Solid, but with a rubber outer for better grip. Flexible wire. Yeah, I just think that'll come in handy. And these 2, one of them actually said it was a grout brush, probably that one. Let's have a quick look what it says on the back. Universal brush and crevice brush. What a name. Universal brush, this one. 2 sets of bristles in different colours. These 2. Handle with non-slip rubber coating. Cleaning up tools, cleaning out your workbench, getting into the tight spots. You can see that one's like wedge shaped on both sides. Crevice tool. Yeah, I thought I'd show you them. Oh, and it's got the loop on there as well, look. A hook on the wall, or a nail in the wall, or a screw in the wall in your workshop. All that lot, £3. Not bad. The giveaway I'm doing with the Parkside tools, I want to announce it. It's either going to be this weekend or early part of next week. So many comments on there already, but I've got myself and my wife have got to decide who's going to get first, second, third and fourth prize. So just bear with me on that. Here's all the tools you can win from Parkside: knee pads, masking tape, socket sets, LED work light. The video with the giveaway on in the description below. So I've still got so many videos I want to bring out, one of which is the biscuit jointer, of course. I've seen a few comments about that. I will bring it out soon. I'll be using it. And I've got loads more. I've just got loads. It's just not enough time in the day. Also, I've got a link to Amazon below of all the tools that I've bought from there and bits and bobs for the shed and the workshop. You might want to have a look on there. There might be some inspiration, or you might just want to have a bit of a nosy. Either way, link below. As always, I'm not an expert. This is just what I get up to in my workshop shed. Do your own research first and always read the instructions. But if I forgot anything or I've got anything wrong, please put them in the comments below. It helps me and others. There's a link somewhere on the screen now that show you all my tool reviews that I've done, mainly from Parkside. Another video coming very soon. Thanks for watching. take care, and remember, keep calm and head to the shed. Cheers! See you next time on Weekend Shedhead.